Imagine a place on our planet where nature, with immense enthusiasm, has indulged in a fascinating game with spatial dimensions, creating truly incomprehensible, mind-boggling scenes. Onekotan Island. This is that very marvelous place where a spectacle will unfold before your eyes, so stunning that it will, without exaggeration, take your breath away. Here, as if in a magical fairy tale, one volcano is nestled comfortably inside another, and like an artfully crafted wooden matryoshka doll, an entire island unexpectedly opens up within a larger one. This delightful natural matryoshka, this amazing phenomenon, is capable of truly captivating, attracting like a magnet travelers, adventurers, and simply curious people from all corners of our world. And I assure you, this is just one of the countless natural wonders with which this truly amazing land has so generously endowed us. Since ancient times, these lands have been inhabited by people, representatives of the ancient and mysterious Ainu people, who once settled on the Japanese islands, left an indelible mark on the rich history of this place. Their settlements, which according to archaeological data, date from the period starting in the 13th millennium BC up to 300 AD, are undeniable evidence of the long, deep connection between humans and these harsh, yet so captivating places. Not only have individual fragments of their simple life survived to our time, but also the remains of ancient dwellings, allowing us, as if through a prism of time, to touch the distant past and imbibe the spirit of primitive communities, when people lived in harmony with the surrounding world. As early as the 18th century, courageous explorers and military personnel of the Russian Empire began actively developing the vast Far Eastern expanses. The first Russian settlers arrived on Onekotan Island, and with them, of course, came the Orthodox faith, illuminating new lands with its light. By the 1830s, the local indigenous population, who previously adhered to ancient pagan beliefs, had adopted Orthodox Christianity and had also undertaken to regularly pay yasak to the Russians, a tax in kind, symbolizing the transfer of these lands under the jurisdiction of Russian rulers, which became an important step in the integration of the island into the empire. In the 1850s, the island was officially incorporated into the Russian Empire, but as if by an unpredictable quirk of fate, only a few decades later, the Kuril Islands, including Onekotan, found themselves under the rule of the Japanese Empire. They remained in this political situation until 1945, when as a result of the Second World War, these territories were included in the Soviet Union, becoming part of its vast territory. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Russian Federation, as its successor, officially confirmed its legal rights to Onekotan, thereby definitively and irrevocably including it in its territorial integrity. The island is rightfully proud of its completely unique geological formations, which, without any exaggeration, can be safely called a true miracle of nature, a genuine masterpiece created by the genius of Mother Nature herself. It is here in this remote corner of our planet that you can observe a very rare natural phenomenon when, like an artfully assembled puzzle, one island is literally nested inside another, and one volcano is skillfully hidden inside another, which amazes the imagination with its unusualness. Several natural objects take part in the formation of this amazing picture, this unique landscape, each of which deserves the closest attention in a separate, detailed story. In the very heart of the island, in the caldera of the ancient destroyed Tao Rusir volcano, lies a lake from which, as if from a giant bowl, rises the young cone of the Kranitsan volcano, striking in its perfect shape. In rare moments of clear weather, when the sky is not covered by clouds, the majestic peak of the volcano and the emerald green walls of the caldera, adorned with white patches of snow, are reflected in the blue surface of the lake, creating a truly fabulous landscape. However, more often than not, the summit of the volcano is hidden from view by a dense veil of fog and clouds, adding an aura of mystery to this place. And when strong winds pass over the island, air currents swirling inside the caldera raise impressive waves on the surface of the lake, reaching heights of up to 3 meters. It is noteworthy that this volcano, by all scientific criteria, is considered active, since its last, relatively recent eruption was officially recorded only 60 years ago, which is a living reminder of the powerful forces lurking in the depths of the earth and their potential power. The diameter of the base of the young volcanic cone is 3.5 to 4 kilometers, while the water surface of the lake extends for 7 kilometers. In the narrowest place, the distance between the edge of the caldera and the young volcano is only 150 meters. Only a thin strip of the lake separates them. In the southeastern part, this distance increases, reaching 3 3/10 kilometers. The walls of the ancient Taurusir volcano rise above the water to a height of 150 to 500 meters, forming a grand natural arena. The slopes of both volcanoes, like a soft carpet, are covered with meadow grasses and low-growing elfin wood. Here, among the volcanic landscapes, delicate blue bellflowers of chamiso, snow-white saxifrage of murk, and bright Aleutian philodose bloom. In late spring, the slopes are painted in purple tones thanks to the blooming rhododendrons, adding bright colors to the harsh landscape. The transparent waters of Lake Koltsevoe, like a giant mirror, picturesquely wash the central peak on all sides. This lake, striking in its colossal size, reaching almost 7 kilometers in diameter, is also impressive in its depth, reaching a mark of 400 meters, which makes it one of the deepest lakes in the region. Access to its shores is frankly quite difficult and even dangerous, since it is surrounded on all sides by steep rocky slopes, which add even more mystery and inaccessibility to this natural amphitheater. The Taurusir volcano, extinct many years ago, now appears before our eyes as a heavily eroded caldera, a huge depression formed on the site of a once formidable volcano. It is inside this vast, almost perfectly circular depression that the two previous objects of our story are located, Lake Koltsevoe and Peak Krenitsina, forming in their totality that very unique, unlike anything else, natural ensemble that evokes sincere admiration. And finally, the Piknemo volcano, which is also active, although located in the northern part of the island, is not part of the Matryoshka, but nevertheless attracts the enormous attention of tourists with its majestic beauty. Together with the nearby Black Lake, they form a breathtaking landscape that will long remain in the memory of everyone who has had the honor to see it firsthand. So, dear adventurers, if you strive to see something truly unique and unforgettable, if you yearn for new experiences that will be remembered for a lifetime, then welcome to the hospitable island of Onekotan. Believe me, you will not be disappointed.